So there are many people in the world making a difference. Most of them, we don't hear about them, although they are doing great things. I like to think of them as everyday heroes. Maybe you know one of them. Maybe you have a friend or a teacher, a community member who has done great things to make a difference in the world. My challenge for you is that you be somebody's hero, that you can go out and do one skillful action to bring meaningful change in the world. And I want to share with you my hero. So this is my hero. This is my daughter, Maddie. And in this picture, she's 15 years old. She taught me about courage and resilience, and that regardless of how old or how young you are, or regardless of your circumstances, that you can make a difference in the world. I want to share with you her story. So when Maddie was young, she really took care of her father. She took it upon herself. And he was sick right from the time she was born. He was in a wheelchair. And so she never saw him as different. She never saw him as disabled. To her, he was perfect. And she adored him and she loved him. And when my daughter passed away, or when my husband passed away, and my daughter was devastated, and I know it touched her deeply. And I believe it was that experience that she had growing up, taking care of her father, finding joy in doing that. It influenced her life. And it influenced how she felt her role was. She was compassionate and kind and always wanted to help. So that day in the hospital, when she saw this vision of a little boy walking down a dirt road all by himself with no parents, it touched her deeply. She connected with him. She had empathy because she knew what it was like to lose a parent. And sometimes these challenges that we have in life, they can make us stronger. They don't have to break us. They can make us strong and compassionate. And I witnessed this little girl transform from someone who was so shy, painfully shy, to this wonderful, strong woman. And my daughter, when she was able to use her wish, what happened was it took the focus off of her cancer and it put it on something that was much more meaningful for her. This idea that she could help people. And although she only lived to be 15, she found purpose and meaning. And she did more in her 15 years than many people have or will do in a lifetime. And so for that, I'm so grateful and I'm so proud to be her mom. Thank you. So before my daughter passed away, she came to me and she asked me if I could continue her dream, if I could carry on. She knew that she wanted the torch to be passed for this idea of helping these children to carry on, to leave her a legacy. And to be honest, in that moment, I wasn't sure that I could do that. I wasn't sure that I would have the courage or the energy or the will after knowing that I was going to lose her, having already lost her father. I didn't believe I could do it. But then I looked and I saw what that little girl did during her battle with cancer. And I knew that I had to say, yes, I will do that. And at that time, I did not know how I was going to be able to get myself to Africa, how I would have the energy, but I just decided to trust. And so what happened was there was a TV show called No Opportunity Wasted, and they found out about my daughter and they asked me, would I like to go to Africa? Would I like to go and see the work that she had done and visit the school? And so see, sometimes when we believe in ourselves, believe in our cause, these unexpected things can happen. So they flew me to Africa. And when I got there, I was shocked by what I saw, the extent of the poverty. So I'm just showing you here what one of the homes looked like. And it was really devastating to see that. They also asked me if I would walk in the shoe steps of an African mama or a young girl to walk to the river to see how difficult that was, that these young girls did every day. So I was able to do that, and I realized how difficult it was, and I got to visit her school. And I have to tell you that meeting the young girls there, they had the most extraordinary dreams. They wanted to change the world. They told me they wanted to be doctors and surgeons and lawyers, and it was absolutely amazing. And all they needed was for us to even the playing field. All they needed for us was to give them a chance. And so on my return home to Canada, I knew that I had to make it, to dedicate my time to starting a charity, which we did. And we were able to raise $250,000, which is amazing, just because a little girl did not need her wish. And we partnered with Free the Children. We built a maternity ward. We built a medical center. And I was thrilled. And I was also able to write her story so that everyone could be inspired by this little girl. So after raising all that money, I had to go back to Africa because I wanted to see, did we make a difference? Did we really? Where's the proof? And the second time back, when I flew into Nairobi, typically you have to take a small plane into the rural area, into the Masai Mara. This time was different. This time I was met by a female pilot. And then I knew it. When we give these girls a chance, they fly. And this one flew literally, high in the sky. So the greatest investment that we can make in the developing countries is the investment in young girls, because they will change the world if you give them an opportunity. So my challenge to you today is think of what it is that you're passionate about, something that you can do to bring meaningful change in the world, be it war or equality, poverty. And you are here today, this wonderful event inspired by everyone around you and Katie. And think of what is one skillful action that you can do now to make a difference in the world. And if I had a wish, my wish would be that all of your wishes come true. You are going to do extraordinary things. I feel it in the air. So my hopes is when you leave today that you commit to doing one skillful action to bring meaningful change in your community. And if you believe it, you can do it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.